Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Matthew Stafford.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. At the beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Rashad.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle by Jelani Tavai.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson now returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Stafford's pass.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Hockenson. An 8-yard pickup.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Swift,
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
36-yard line.
Now Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson.
Stafford's pass.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Stafford now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. He gives it off to Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's good for a Seahawk.
Here's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So here come the Lions now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the 50 at Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it'll be 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
Running is Swift. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. operating from the gun. Wilson. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third and
from the gun. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Lions first down.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defense?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Chris Carson trotting back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
The kick in.
And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Lions nothing.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. 33-28 was the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 31-30 the final in a hard-fought battle. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
For a Seattle Seahawks.
This is Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Wilson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
1st and 10.
So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Don't do us like that.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of that led to the sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run it with Carson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 11 at the 41. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Jared Davis on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 18-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now it's Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Carson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Wilson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
What's up, man?
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll run here with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And it's 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Carson again, the ball.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Brings up.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on